Hey there team, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to some more Carrier Command 2. A few mishaps the last episode. I'll just really quickly while I've got this pause, because this game does move at a bit of a clip. A couple of things that I've learnt since the last episode that I thought I'd address might be a bit of help, because this game is pretty terrible at telegraphing a lot of pertinent information. It's not as bad as High Fleet, but it could be better, so I'll do my best to, help you along. One thing people pointed out, that there's a left and right side of ship the Torpedo, and I was mostly just dumping it at the left because it was the closer panel, so silly me. But for whatever reason, I've got too many spinning plates going on. I didn't even really think about it. It's a different experience, remember guys, when you're watching a YouTube video as opposed to me doing it and trying to bloody tell anecdotes. So, as many excuses I want to make, I was dropping them on the wrong side. I also looked into it. Apparently, the unactivated Torpedo, people are estimating they do about 2,500 meters per 60 seconds, I believe is the calculation on the activation time. So, what you potentially want to do is get the, I don't know if potentially stopping moving matters, because the torpedo launcher seems to be here. It is a deck launcher, and that looks like that's the two of them there. So it sort of seems to launch from the sort of aft in a way. So I think maybe when you're launching, having a bit of an angle slash even going at right angles, if you want to stay under steam, for example, I think that shouldn't affect it too much. And then you could probably use this to zero in and range find. The outer number seems to be the outer ring, and the inner number is the inner ring, right? You mouse wheel in, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, that sort of thing. So for example there, that 2,500 would be about 60 seconds. It is my best understanding. Now, I don't know, we're all still learning this together, but I thought I'd just put that info out there for people to know. There's also a bug I encountered. I was playing multiplayer with some friends, and I looked it up, and it's being documented now. The torpedo count is not updating. Apparently it's noisemakers as well. So if you go over to your supply here and you look for your ship, I don't know if anything else does it, but the torpedo count. Interesting that it says we've got 0 in stock here. Maybe it got patched or anything like that, but when I was playing it last night, we had 12 in green here, and it absolutely was not updating. It could be because I've just loaded into this new game, and we were playing a multiplayer session, because I was trying to put torpedoes on a Razorback or Razorbill or whatever it is, and I couldn't do it, even though it said very clearly that we had them. So it let me pick them because of the bug, but I couldn't load them in. So they're the main points. Something else I'm going to attempt to as well, when we've drawn like albatross flying circles around an island, apparently if you draw off of a waypoint, you can potentially make an attack run from that waypoint. Like if you drag it off onto an enemy, and they will return to the patrol. So that could be a really good way of doing airstrikes. I'm not sure yet though. We'll hopefully give that a go today, because we've kind of fucked up. We've gone through all of our torpedoes because I didn't really know what I was doing with the system. We've lost some hulls as well, so we've got to be careful just sending out albatrosses and all that, because I can't quite remember how exactly we lost it, but I think it was from getting shot down, was it? Anyway, so we're here now. We took down the enemy there. One thing that I'm sort of curious about, let's make sure we've got AA and CWIS just all on, right? Let's see. It is a bit of a shame that I have to set up all my indicators fresh. Depth. Okay, we're not so bad here. And obviously in the shallows, it seems to flatten out quite a bit. So you've got to balance that sort of thing. Something I was going to have a look at, because can we put I don't think there's room to put countermeasures on an albatross, right? So you've got to be really careful putting that up in the sky and doing a patrol. Because if missiles go up to attack it, I think it's kind of fucked, right? But this, on the other hand, the Razorbill, we should be able to put countermeasures on, right? So I wonder, even though it's not ideal, let's put a 20mm autocannon, bomb, light. What was, I think we start with a bucket load of missiles. Here we go, IR missiles, right? So let's just take it back to sort of that original loadout. But I'll put countermeasures on it. So we'll experiment a little bit here. We might be at a point where we're thinking about re-rolling. I'm not sure, right? The enemy have definitely caught up on our head start. I'm not necessarily trying to be defeatist, but some of the mistakes I've made, I think, are a bit like you can't make them this early. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys knew what you were in for when you signed up to this. There's going to be a lot of stop-starting, I don't doubt it. Okay, now. We'll see. I'm happy to persevere for the moment. Right, so that's like it. What was that? Was that an explosion just then? That's what it felt like. Alright, we might actually be able to hit... How's our refurb? It's getting there. A1. Let's get him up now. Carry a gun. Let's just get all the armament up. Where'd those blokes go? Carry a gun. So that's a walrus. Interesting. Oh, nice. I think we ended up sending a second volley almost immediately. Yeah. Okay, that'll help. Alright, so I'm actually going to send the helo up when it launches. Alright, yeah, I think it's coming up the lift now. Yeah, so I'm quite reluctant to send the Albatross up because we don't really have great countermeasures for it. Now, how are we looking for fuel? We're good. Because we're sort of making our way up north. The plan was to potentially fight through to there, but we'll get this munitions here. Okay, cool. I'll leave that map up. I like that one. Have I got any other chassis? Walrus chassis. Right, we must have ordered one of those. Yeah. Oh no, hang on. What are you doing? Pending order. All right. No. Okay. Yes, I've already seen that far ahead. We'll get these going as well. Razor bill. Cool. So that'll give that'll keep the barge bloody busy. I don't mind that you can't micro the barge too, like you don't have a lot of fidelity control over it. A lot of it is I want this and set up the routes and they have to work it out. Because if you were running the carrier working with a logistics team, you wouldn't want to do, like you never would do super granular supply chain management. You just wouldn't. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, let's get him, now I don't know what sort of altitude we can send this bloody thing up to, but we're just going to do that for starters, right? Because my main concern is these bloody attacks, right? Like if we're going to get missiled or something like that. I don't know, let's do something like this. That's cool that you can see a bearing when you drag out and that. That's cool. Might be able to do some interesting stuff with that. So we've created a closed loop and he should be climbing. I don't know what max altitude is for these things. 1400, he's going for it. Okay. I guess 2000 he can get up to. The real problem is that I won't necessarily have visual of, like, so we've got him patrolling and we could potentially do strafing runs if needs be. But we really don't have that visual. I can see them down there, but there's no gimbaled camera on this. I wonder. How do we do this? Let's get the albatross in play. But we might have to run it wide, or even just observe from back here if we can help it, you know? What are we doing here? Are we throttling up? Oh wow, that's strong wind against us as well. I think we'll be alright. Got a lot of strain because I've got a lot of guns turned on, but I don't... whatever. I'm not that worried. Close in a little bit. You know what? I will just throttle off. You'll have the flat deck. But we might actually be able to zero in some targets now that we get nighttime, you know? Like this. Alright, that's something. Now, we'll use this as an opportunity to test my... well, here we go. So I think if you drag off that, go any, let's see what happens. I want to see what happens. He's doing his sweep now. Now, he could be too high, altitudes-wise. I have no idea. His altitude's dropping. This is good, actually. I can observe the altitude that the AI wants to operate at. 1500. He's sort of circling down. It'd be good if I could see... oh, look, okay, you can see the auto-target thing going out there. I don't know if that really has bearing on the particular... see, I want to get an idea. What's he doing now? Oh, here we go. Okay, so he's lined it up. That's not... that AI is not too bad there, what it's just done then. So we've gone down to 1,000. That's interesting that we're taking rounds at 1,000. You know, get a bit of an idea. 700. Right, so he's sort of circling around. Alright, so he's clearly trying to get his altitude down. That's not my aircraft, I don't think. Oh, yes, it is. Alright, so he's brought the altitude right down. Still circling. Let's see. Okay, so down to 400. So he wants to do his strikes at 400, clearly. Alright, so now we're on altitude, at least where the AI seems comfortable. Okay. Look at that. That's a lot of enemy firing, at least on the Albatross. Alright. What if I jump in the second seat? At least you can see the tracking data. What's that? Lock target? Oh, that's cool. Oh, what is that? Okay, well, he doesn't seem to have fired his missiles after all that. What if we do something like this? We're getting there. We're going to experiment a little bit more with this. Manual. So here we go. Lock target, fire. Is it as simple as that? You have to press tilde or title or whatever the fuck. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Manual. That's not so bad, actually. See how there's an enemy down there in front of us, but we can't see him? So I don't think I can lock stuff that's not painted. Interesting. Where'd this Albatross go? Well, at least they're not really, you know, we've got air superiority, so that's cool. Okay, so just running a circle to have the helo on station is handy. How do I escape that? Okay. If I do something like that, right? Go bang. Just to get him to sort of start circling. The fuel's coming down, I know. Right, we're gonna go manual, lock, fire. That should be missile away. And now he's out of munitions, so we'll bring him home. Oh, that's a hit. It's just, okay, yeah, cool. Interesting. Okay, well, I figured out how to lock missiles properly, so that's nice. Let's see if we can paint up some more targets here. Dude, how many are there? Jesus Christ. It's like a goddamn town meeting in there. Alright, that's painted just about everything that I can see. Okay. Not bad. Can we, I doubt we've got more air hulls, right? Like, they'll be well and truly on supply. That's okay, cool. So he's still circling, he's come back for fuel. Let's see how close we can get. This line's not bad in these shallows. I don't know at what point they start shooting at us. But I kind of feel like pushing my luck, to be honest. Well, actually, stand on the brakes. We might be able to hover over them and figure it out. Like, we haven't identified what the actual hull is. So there's our helo. Okay, so what's the closest one there? So our carrier, sorry. Walrus. Oh, I wonder what they have actually. So they can have all sorts of things. Gun. 30 mil, right? So that gives you an idea of how close we can get. I don't think I can place. No. Okay, yeah. So we could get in well close. Oh fuck, are you serious? What is this bullshit game? What the actual fuck? I didn't even do anything weird then. Oh my god. Can't select it. Duh. Oh my god. Off. Goodbye. What the fuck? What a recovery. Full price game, team. Trying to land now, that's good. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. We're getting a land thing. Let's bring her about. Try and make it easier for our... Alright, landed. Sorry. Right when I was watching it, I got a bloody alarm go off. Stuff it. We're going to landfall everything. Oh, that's right. We put a missile pod on one of them, didn't we? Yeah, let's go. Probably don't need these now. No, we need to keep an eye out in case they do get some sort of air support or something. Let's just get some landfall going on there. Let's get the helo up with those missiles again. Why are you reading green? I get that you're re-ammoing, but what we might actually do is let's put the 20 mil on it. There you go. Because we'll continue to experiment with our kit, right? Now that's the other thing. The Albatross, we should probably be able to... No. We drag it from the waypoint. So drag from the waypoint. Let's say we drag all the way to that and we go... whatever. And then I jump in camera. And I go to missile IR... What else we got? Auto cannon. Is that what that is? Manual. Tab show map. Oh, that's cool. What's going on here? Right, he's dropping altitude for a run. Manual lock. Fire. Wait, what is this? Okay, hang on. Manual fire. Missile IR. Alright, you can only get one lock at a time. Oh, he's doing a strafe. He's doing the strafe fairly well. So that's interesting that it will allow me to lock even when I'm sitting in the gun seat. Okay. And he's done his strafe. So, did he kill the target or not? Not clear. But he definitely did his strafe. So this missile pod... Oh, that's a friendly, okay. Oh, they can't see them, I don't think. So I think that's what you really want to do, is drag your waypoint and then drag your attack off of the waypoint. because the game behaves in many other ways reflecting that as well. I think they're in a divot in the water, so we can't see them. Yeah, see, because, yeah, so then he initiates essentially an attack run, and he's done his own waypoint there. So you can see there he's going into the ocean or some weird shit to do it. He's taking rounds. What if I were to change that target there? Oh my god, he's getting pumped. The fucking pathing in this game kills me. See there? Like, look what it's trying to do. I wonder if you can fire your missile pods from there. Now, I've also noticed that you can fire from an amphib sort of position, and I almost wonder if maybe that's preferable in some cases, you know? Now, because they're sitting in this water, there's a good chance we're going to have all sorts of weird bugs and shit trying to get this to land. I was speculating with my mate. I'm not even sure that direct hits do damage in this game so much as they hit terrain and the splash is the damage. I'm not 100% sure. Do you see what I mean? Like I can see this thing's frame in the water. And yet it doesn't hit. Like, what the actual fuck? It's, I hate to say it, I love aspects of this game, but fuck me, man. It's a bit of a mess, especially for the asking price. Like, I love this game, right? In fact, we'll wind the episode up here, but I'll put this closing thought, right? I love this game, right? But if you are someone who's going to get angry at me or upset or stroppy that I'm leveling criticism against it, and look at where I'm coming from as well, because there are those out there that are trolls, they're just negative generally speaking, right? Their whole agenda, if you looked at what they were up to, their agenda is to be negative. All right, if I was giving criticism from that perspective, sure, that would be an issue. But the thing is, I full disclosure really love this game, and it only grows on me more and more. But the issues for the price and the bugs built into this game, like torpedo count, that's a bug. Don't worry about that. That's nothing. But this weird behavior with the water, and it's never explained. It's obviously not a feature. Like, it's really fucking bad. It is actually really bad, and the game should not get a pass. And that's when it's most important for the people that love the game the most that actually speak out in criticism. Because I do get comments, you know, it's not a phenomenon across all sorts of games where you will have fans that are just blindly fans, and you're not doing yourself any favor by just pretending that the problem doesn't exist, or even worse, going on some vitriolic warpath against people because they're leveling criticism against something you love, and then you take this bullshit and modern tribalism to take it personally. This game has some really big problems, and I'm kind of giving them a bit of a pass because I like the game. You know, we're covering episodes, we're playing it. On a certain level, I recognize a lot of you have already said you're not going to buy this game. It's too expensive for what, you know, is here. And so in a way, I'm happy to just sort of signal boost, get it out there, you can follow along, you know, and this still will generate a level of goodwill for the company, and potentially people might jump in on the sequel if they fix the problem. So I'm going to keep covering it, but I also know that a lot of you recognize these issues are they're pretty grievous. They're pretty serious issues that are going on with this game. So I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. You know, I'm obviously a bit frustrated. I'm a bit flabbergasted. And you know what? Even getting the missiles wrong, the torpedoes wrong, losing half my gear and having to potentially start again, which it looks like maybe we need to start again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys reckon. But that doesn't faze me. That's part and parcel of the learning process. What does faze me is this inexplicable bullshit, and it seems to happen every single time I've restarted, where a whole bunch of these little boats will get stuck in a little water divot in a sandbank in the base, just like we were looking at then, and I can't hurt them with anything other than, say, seals doing direct fire, and what they inevitably have to do is crest the ridge that these fucking things are stuck behind. And then when they come over, there'll be bloody 5 of them all stuck in there because it's such a, like, this isn't a freak one-off terrain clip. It's such a grievous problem that an entire fucking fire team worth of dudes get stuck in the exact same hole, right? And then that creates this focused point of power, and the only way to dig it out is to send dudes in. And what am I gonna do? Get 6 seals side by side and use a go code to go in to deal with it? Maybe that'll deal with the problem, but that's me dealing with a game problem, not a tactical intent problem, right? I think you would understand what I'm saying. So it really makes me sad. Let me know what you guys reckon. Do you want me to keep persevering and playing this game and covering it? I'm still passionate for it, and do you want me to restart this run again? Because I think through the natural course, I bricked out a few things there. We're out of torpedoes, we've lost some frames. I'm not 100% sure where we go from here, so I'm curious what the people reckon. Anyway, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.